Now, what do we have here? Dax, from a man's perspective. I can't wait to hear this. I can't wait to hear this one, man, because a lot of things we hear. So, okay, let me be careful with this one. We don't hear, it's a man's world. People have said this for years. When you look on socials, there's lots of talk from women, which is amazing. Don't get me wrong. Please don't crucify me for what I'm saying. About how women have, so I get it. Women weren't treated like they should have been, and now it's a lot better. But you do hear a lot of women and their independence, and I'm trying to say what I'm trying to say the right way. The independence is great, but we hear a lot of women's perspective on a lot of things in the world right now. And especially in my culture, I hear a lot of women talk about how they don't need men, and I think that we need each other, personally. We don't hear from a man's perspective how they see life a lot, I guess, unless you listen to people who specifically talk about that. So I haven't heard it in hip hop. Dax is a rapper, man, and I just wanted to get that out. Let me get my intro going, man. I'm Krizz Kaliko, the only multi-gold and platinum rapper, singer, songwriter, producer that reacts to videos on YouTube. This is Krizz Kaliko Reacts. Let's go.
Krizz Kaliko.
Calico?
Krizz Kaliko.
Krizz! Oh, they're waking Krizz up! Uh-oh!
Like, share, comment, and subscribe to one of the fastest growing channels on YouTube. I'm just saying that I like hearing from a man's perspective as a man. I was raised by women. I love women. Women are a gift to this earth. So, don't take what I'm saying wrong. Take what I'm saying for face value. I hate when I see it in the comments and they're like, oh, you should have said this or you meant this. I mean exactly what I say. That's why I'm careful with my words before I say them. Is that I love women. I was raised by women. We hear a lot of conversation from women nowadays about the perspective on life. I believe that as a man, I'm married, and I believe that as a man, you should lead. And part of your leadership is recognizing that you are a partner in a relationship. You're not leading because you're the boss and I'm the man. You're leading because I believe that, so I've heard the Bible, I'll quote the Bible. I heard the Bible say that men are designed to lead. It means the right kind of man, though. You have to be the right kind of man to lead and understand that you're in a partnership. You know what I'm saying? So me and my wife are. But I do like to hear from men's perspective, and I want to hear what Dax has to say. I won't rant any longer. Let's get to it, man. This is Dax. This is my guy. We toured together years ago. We got a song together, Dax, that you should put out, that he never put out. But let's hear what he got to say from a man's perspective.
I don't know why you're making such a big deal about it. Stop acting like a bitch.
Oh, no.
You don't call somebody out of the name like that if you don't respect them. Don't start approaching me. I already told you. Don't start approaching me. Then I'll leave then. Then I'll leave. Then I'll leave then.
I thought we were forever. That was a mistake. You wrote it down in pencil. Guess it got erased. Drawing on my weakness. Look what you create. A masterpiece of everything you taught yourself to hate. I had to log off. Your passwords changed. You always tried to run. I wasn't down to chase. Your trauma made you numb. I tried to give you faith. You took my kindness and threw it right back in my face. Ashamed to say I loved you and it hurts me because I actually tried. Your truth was based off of lies. Your love was conditional and mine forgave you multiple times. That's why I had to finally walk away. It hurt me to leave, but was killing me to stay. The story of my life, this chapter and page is getting ripped out and thrown in emotional flames. To be honest, I don't hate you, this is my only way to grieve. What you want isn't always what you need. I remember days I'd beg and I'd plead for you to just calm down and provide me with peace. Your words used to hurt me, they would bring me to my knees. Called me pathetic, trash, weak. So I got strong, got back on my feet, picked you up off the sidewalk, threw you back to the streets. I don't wanna talk about those times that you lied. Don't wanna talk about those times that I cried. Don't wanna talk about those times you denied all the truths that I spewed that I knew deep inside. The pressure I was feeling that was right up to my neck. The anxiety, depression that was weighing on my chest. The constant allegations, the blatant disrespect. The time that I lost to the money that I spent.
All right, give me a pause. So when I talk about from a man's perspective, I mean just how they see life. So if he's speaking on his, this is a personal relationship. Everybody's relationship is not going to go like this, but there are a lot of, this is from the perspective of, this is what I can say. It says from a man's perspective. So how I would see this, I'm not going to change his title, like he should have said this. How I see this from a man's perspective that's in a toxic relationship. Because this is a very toxic relationship, and that's a toxic woman, and women and men have to watch out for toxic women and men. So this is from a man's perspective from a toxic relationship. I love how he's putting it together, though.
Was going crazy, I was a shell of a man. Trapped in your cage, lost in your maze. Blinded by love, addicted to the pain. The highs and the lows, the storm and the rain. I started therapy to cope because you drove me insane. Gassed me right up, then emptied my tank. So don't you try to spin the block when you see I'm doing greater. That I'm happy or I got another woman in your place. Because I gave you too many chances to understand. That pain sounds different when it's coming from a man. We not allowed to feel, be real, explain, express. And when we do, we lose the upper hand. We only have value based on what we can provide. I spoke your love language, you didn't understand mine. You pushed me to the edge, played like you were blind, and then you blamed all of your actions on your zodiac sign.
Really good, Dax. I'm gonna be honest. This is the best I've heard Dax. This is the hardest he's come to me. Pause. But this is the hardest that I've seen him. Listen, he's got a lot of really lyrical verses and stuff, man. But this is the dopest to me because it's raw emotion. I love the patterns that he's rapping in. It's so dope. I forgot it was a rap song. I'm thinking I'm looking at a movie. I'm thinking that he's painting a picture. You know what I'm saying? Again, I think this is from the perspective of a toxic relationship. Get out. If you're a woman or a man and you're in a toxic relationship, get out. You could work through problems. People could go to therapy, but I think that if you have a history, you can work on relationships together. But if you don't have a long history together, I think that you have to work on yourself by yourself before you're prepared to be the right kind of person for somebody else. I won't go too far into that. This is just all from my perspective and my experience, guys. Dax, from a man's perspective, is so dope, dude. You lyrically killed it, Dax, man. Put that song out we got. Put it out. Put it out. I don't know. I think he's just on something else creatively now. That was just us chopping and showing how dope we could rap back in the day. But Dax has become a huge star even since then, man. And I think he's going to continue to go really far. He's jumped in the country and stuff like that, man, which I think is dope when people jump genres and stuff like that. Guys, I react to several videos, about 10 a day. Come back and check all of them out, man. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Khalif, baby. See you. Bye.
House in your house.